What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another new podcast. And let's get the proceedings proceeding this evening. Because I got some videos we're going to break down everything from women just refusing to accept any help from men, even if it's to their own detriment. And we're also going to take a look and see, does the nice guy still finish last? I don't know. We'll find out together. But let's take care of the YouTube stuff. Make sure that you like and you subscribe to the channel. Turn those notifications on so you get every video. But let's get right into it.
We actually don't need it.
What do you mean that we don't need gravity?
What if it was never invented?
Invented
What?
by who?
Sir Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton created gravity.
Whoever created gravity, someone did, but we don't actually need it.
There was
We
a
could've
time.
done
Is she
all-
serious?
There was a time on Earth before gravity existed.
Yes. Who
No.
created gravity, babe? Dan.
It was Isaac Newton. You're right.
We actually.
Can't look me in my eyes. They wanna see me fall cause they know I'm on the rise.
Okay, Krishan Rock birthday party for a 2-year-old. Wow. That's a damn shame.
How old are you ladies?
30, 32.
At your
I think they're lying. They look a little closer to 40 and 42, but we'll let them finish.
do you feel like dating has become easier or harder for you?
It's honestly stupid.
What's the difference between now and then?
It's harder to meet
Your
people
age.
who have the same interests as you. Because as a woman, the older you get, the more serious you get.
Yeah.
But men don't match that energy.
Attention versus intention. Pay attention.
Do you think it's because men are becoming more successful as they age and they have their pick of the little?
No.
Yeah,
I think they're
probably.
becoming stupider, to be honest.
Or do you think that they're just going for younger women?
I don't think it has anything to do with age.
No, I think it's that men
Bullshit.
have discovered that they don't need to try as hard to want to win a woman's heart. And it's sad.
Is it that they don't need to try as hard or they don't want to try as hard? Interesting question.
Because there are a lot of women out there who will settle for that, and that's fine. We won't settle for that. So if you don't bring your A game, you're just really not getting it. And by getting it, I mean like even the chance to just like take us out on a date.
How old are you ladies?
30.
This is a prime example of something that I started mentioning on this channel and something that I'm going to continue to mention. Attention versus intention. Yes, these ladies are still able to deal with men. They're still getting the attention. But like she said, they're getting stupider, which means that they're not giving them the same intention. Because when men are intent on being with you, they're on their P's and Q's. When they don't care, when they're just coming around because they think that you're a quick fuck, they're gonna say whatever. And they're not going to give a damn if they offend you. Because to them, you're not going to be around that long. So why should they care about your feelings? And this is exactly why the best years to do the dating is probably gonna be in your mid-20s, 24, 25, 26, because as you get older, I'm sorry to tell you, but that intention changes. It's not impossible, but your probabilities are lower. Men look for age, youth, beauty. I don't know no other way to tell you. I'm sorry that I have to be the one to tell you. And really, I'm not sorry. I'm just saying that because it sounds nice.
What has been your biggest financial mistake?
My ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Surprise,
In what way?
surprise.
Vacations and, you know, just dinners. Just
Okay.
didn't work out.
And this is why
Right.
she's your ex-girlfriend.
This is why. She's my
Okay.
ex.
And if you could go back, what would you change?
That was a good experience, so
Yeah.
lesson learned. I don't think I'd change much.
Lesson learned. So
Yeah.
now just pay for less vacations and dinners?
Yeah, stay single.
Stay single. Okay, that's the advice. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
But you see how that goes. You know, men want to be providers. Men want to do for our women. But when we get taken advantage of and we see that all of our efforts were futile, then why would we want to do it again? Like my man right here, his advice is to stay single. And it's not about being broke. A lot of women try to shame men and say, oh, you broke because you don't want to spend this kind of money and blah, blah, blah. No, it's because you did it before and you got nothing out of it. And when you sit back and you add up all the costs, you think about where you could be if you would have saved that money and invested it into you. But instead, we invested it on dinners and vacations and bullshit that didn't work out. So why continue to do it?
So you want a woman that has no kids,
Yeah.
correct? Why?
Yeah. Why not?
What's wrong with women with kids?
What's wrong with little Jimmy with freckles and the glasses?
He's not my type.
Not my type?
Oh my God.
These girls didn't let us help them jump their car when we asked. Look, that's a trend I keep seeing. Women just don't want to accept help from men, but then wonder why men don't help. What happens?
Marshall, I can't love you because I'm attracted to Josh. I
Watch
just
the
saw
whole season.
Josh.
This is crazy. It's just a tip of the iceberg.
There is some chemistry.
So what was the talk about?
It was him
He's a
basically
good dude.
confessing
He's
his
a good
feelings.
dude.
What are you saying to me right now?
He
I
was
don't want
good
to
to
be with you
her.
anymore. And
You want to be with Josh?
I will find that out.
Okay, Jackie. That is very hurtful.
I'm just telling you, Marshall, that I just can't be with you. I can't.
I would like the ring back because I don't think that you deserve it. Because you should never have accepted my proposal.
Well,
Man, she
I'm
really
gonna
should.
keep the ring
She really should.
because I accepted it because I wanted to marry you. Everything I told you in that pod was real.
And you know what? I don't even care. You can keep the ring.
Right, just walk away.
Every time you look at that thing, whatever you do with it, I want you to be reminded that you passed up on something great.
He's a good dude. I can't overstate that enough. But again, good ain't enough. Sometimes being a nice guy just doesn't get the job done. This is a prime example of how nice guys often finish last. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the show Love is Blind on Netflix, but I'll fill you in. It's a dating show where the guy is secluded in one pod and the girl is secluded in another pod. And they basically are able to talk to each other through a wall. They have these dates. And at the end of it, they decide whether they want to get engaged and married. And after they do, they get to finally see each other face to face to find out if love is really blind, as they say on the show so much. But what happened with this particular couple, Marshall, he's a sensitive dude. Let's just put it that way. He was in there writing poetry for her when they were in the pods. When they finally did, move in with each other in the real world, he was waking up in the morning making pancakes for her, which, there's no problem with that. I don't see why somebody would have an issue. But her problem was he was not aggressive enough for her. She wanted a man that was more dominant, one that took control, and she ended up seeing a guy that she had also talked to while she was in the pods. And when she met him, she realized, oh my God, I like him, blah, 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 blah. The point that I'm trying to make is a lot of times when guys are nice and they acquiesce to women and they're agreeable, that goes unappreciated for a lot of the same reasons why we as men don't appreciate a woman that puts her degree and her finances on the table, because really that's not doing anything for us. And it's not to say that Marshall is wrong for being a sensitive guy. I just think there's a lot of women that are not ready to accept that. However, they'll tell you they want a man that's emotionally available. They want that sensitive guy, but when they get him, they don't know what to do with him. And I think a lot of that has to do with some women, not all women, but some women wanting to feel that roller coaster of emotions. They need the highs, the lows, the peaks, the valleys. They are not satisfied just staying on an even plane. That is boring to them. They need some kind of drama in their lives because that's what they've been raised on. And when a man comes in and he's not providing that, He's providing stability. He's providing sense, logic. They just don't know what to do with that oftentimes. And the truth of the matter is, being nice just isn't enough. So as men, we have to take charge. I guess we got to show some aggression to a degree, but not too much, or else we're a misogynist. And you know, you try to figure out where that balance is. Where do I turn up the aggression? Where do I turn on the sensitivity, become emotionally available, but then I don't want to appear like I'm too weak? You know, you see how that can be confusing for a guy. You see how these messages can become so mixed so fast. So I just think as men, it's always upon us to improve ourselves, but be our genuine selves, you know, but also keep in mind that it's not enough to just be nice, because some women, they just don't appreciate that, and it just is what it is. But that's gonna do it for this video. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you guys have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.